What's up, guys? How's it going? Bringing you guys some more good old battle, and this time playing some Conquest Large on the Zavod 311. And we got a new patch on the January 30th, and new patch introduced the AS VAL, which you're able to unlock part of the second assault weapons. Now, to unlock this weapon, you have to have premium, and you have to complete this assignment. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but it's pretty easy. You just gotta spend 10 minutes in a helicopter and then get 10 squad repairs, easily obtainable in one round, and very easy to get. Probably one of the easiest assignments that I've ever had to do for Battlefield. And you unlock the AS VAL, and it's a pretty fun gun. Definitely recommend trying it out. I could see that not everyone will like this weapon. It is somewhat difficult to use, and this is actually the first game that I was using it, so you'll see throughout this gameplay terrible cases of the fail aim and all that fun stuff. But it is what it is. Don't have too much time with this gun as of yet, or with the patch, but I figured I'd upload this gameplay for you guys because, while it's not the most best game ever, it was decent, and I'm actually going out of town for a few days, and so I figured I'd upload this while I'm at, so something to upload, and all that fun stuff. And I'm honestly wondering if second assault is just around the corner, because I think through a mistake by DICE, they put the this weapon in the latest patch, and I think you can actually unlock it for all the platforms. But and you're unable to unlock the other ones because they have a specific task that you have to do in the new map. So we can't play the new maps to do those tasks, so you can't unlock those. But we can unlock this one. And if you remember, about 2 weeks before China Rising came out, they leaked the China Rising weapons on PC with one of the patches, and I'm wondering if Second Assault is just around the corner, maybe 2 weeks away, like it was with China Rising. I am not sure. They did this in Battlefield 3 too on PC with the close quarters weapons. You were able to unlock all of them, except for I think the M5K, because you had to do something in gun game or something like that. But yeah, you're able to unlock the AS VAL, which is cool, and I am enjoying it for the most part. But not having extended mags kind of sucks. I don't see them putting that in because of the damage model is a little bit different than it was in Battlefield 3. But then again, you never know, because if those of you remember, in Battlefield 3 when the game first came out, the AS VAL didn't have extended mags. You still had the 20-round mags to deal with, and that wasn't actually patched into the game, I think, until what the hell map pack was that? The one with the urban maps. Oh wow, I completely forgot. Whichever one brought in the crossbow, that map pack, I think that's when they brought in the extended mags for the AS VAL. So we'll see, maybe in the future they'll bring them in with this game, but I doubt it. Just because of the damage model. This gun does 30 maximum damage, while, you know, doesn't seem like too much of a big deal because you're still going to have to do 4-hit kills at point blank range. But having that 30 extra damage is nice because you'll be able to 4-hit kill people in a little bit further distance than, say, a weapon that has only a 25 maximum damage. So that's kind of nice. And, you know, so for a lot of the guns in the game, you'll get like an extra 5 meters or so of a 4-hit kill range than every other gun in the game, except for, you know, like the UMP 45 and shit like that kills in 3 shots. But it is what it is, and this weapon's pretty fun. It's fun to use. It's definitely something that everyone's going to have to get used to. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people actually didn't like this gun, because it does have some pretty nasty recoil and pretty high spread values, like all of the other PDWs. PDWs in this game just have a lot of spread, and since you can't put the heavy barrel on this, since the suppressor's permanent, you can never really tighten up that spread too much. You can put the stubby grip on it, which will help out, which, well, I'm guessing will help out. I haven't unlocked it yet to try it out, but we'll see. We'll see in the future. But, you know, first impressions, I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's fun. It's a fun gun to use for sure and all that. But the new patch, Enjoying the new patch so far. Don't have too much playtime with it yet to give my, full impressions of it. Some things I noticed, some things I didn't. Probably the one that I noticed right off the bat, and which is something that I'm very grateful that they fixed, because it's been a problem since the launch of Battlefield 4. And if you actually notice from this gameplay, I am playing at a higher field of view. I'm actually playing at 95 here. I later drop it back down to 90. I don't think in this gameplay, but I'm running it at 90 now. 95 was just too much for me. And previously I was only running at, I think, 75. It might have been 80. I don't remember. Even though it was just 2 days ago. I don't look at my settings all that often. I just leave them. But previously there was a bug with the field of view in Battlefield 4, and it's been in there since launch. And basically it gave you a huge disadvantage if you played at a higher field of view, because the scaling was all wrong. So in Battlefield 3, for example, whenever, say you played at a really high field of view or whatever, whenever you aim down sights, it would lower that field of view and make it so it would give you like a zoomed in effect, because the higher field of view players get like a kind of zoomed out fisheye type of an effect. Well, it was glitched in this game to where even if you aim down sights, you would still have, it would barely tighten up the field of view, and it made it extremely difficult for anything beyond close quarters if you were a higher field of view player, and made it somewhat so you were at a disadvantage, and it was not fun to play with. And so I, in turn lowered my field of view so I wouldn't get that problem anymore. But lowering my field of view kind of fucked up my close quarters gunfights, because one of my biggest problems in any first-person shooter is those point-blank gunfights where you're like, you could like reach out and give the guy a hug and be like, "Hey, bro, how you feels?" But I always struggled in situations like that. So with the higher field of view, it gives the illusion that they're farther away. I have the perception that they're farther away than they are, so it helps me out for close quarters battles and all that fun stuff, and I'm able to run the higher field of view, because now when I aim down sights, it tightens up that field of view, and I could actually see people at a distance, because previously it wouldn't do that, and it made it pretty difficult to play. I forget what the settings called. It's something like field of view scaling. Try it out. If you don't notice the difference from turning it off and on, because I forget how it goes for turning it off and on, but just turn your field of view up to like 120, and then you'll notice a huge fucking difference from turning it off and on there. Oh, look at this right here. Shoot the guy off the quad, and that shit like needle through the haystack or would fucking Tetris me or some shit. I don't know what the hell that did, but that quad just went in between all that shit and just managed to hit me. It didn't get caught up on anything, which was I was like, what? I yelled a big what the fuck when that happened, for sure. But anyways, moving along. But like I was saying with the field of view, definitely glad they patched it. I can run a higher field of view now, and I like playing, at 90. 90 is good. It also makes the game feel more fast-paced and all that, and it makes it fun for me. Something a little different. I'm surprised they didn't let you change the field of view on the next-gen consoles. That would have been nice, because I think console field of view default is like 60 or 65, and when you go to a higher field of view, you definitely notice the difference, and for me, it gives me an advantage somewhat to play at a slightly higher field of view, so that's what I'm going to stick with. So play around with it, pick what's comfortable for you, because when I was playing at like 95, it was kind of disorienting, because the field of view was so drastically different from aim down sights to hip fire. The constant zooming in and out was kind of giving me a headache, so I had to drop it down a little bit. But enjoying the new patch so far. Like I said, I don't really notice too many changes. I did notice, though, while flying the attack helicopter, that when you get hit by missiles and shit, they don't uncontrollably flip your vehicle anymore, which is nice. And that was more of a problem with the Russian and the Chinese choppers, attack choppers, because of the maneuverability on those is just terrible compared to the U.S. one. The U.S. one just completely outmaneuvers both of those. So with the U.S. one, it wasn't too big of a deal, but with the other choppers, is like if you were if you were flying low at all and you got hit by something, you were just flipping over and crashing, getting a lot of killed inactions. It's pretty annoying. Glad they fixed that. They nerfed the mobile anti-air. Haven't noticed that change yet. Haven't hopped in it or got taken out by mobile anti-air yet, so don't know about that. And one thing I'm also glad that they fixed that I haven't been able to try out yet is well, both the DMRs and the change to the 45 handguns in the game. And which is funny because like a week or two ago I was saying how I hated the 45s in this game because of body armor, because it in turn made it so instead of being a 3-hit kill, they were a 4-hit kill. And that was a problem when all the standard pistols that you unlock were also 4-hit kill and had, you know, way higher rate of fire and magazine count and all that. But anyways, guys, the game's over. I think it went like 40-11 and all that. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed, and peace. Have a good one.